Okay, yeah, it's Friday. I have my phone on the selfie camera horizontal, so I have a rough idea that I'm kind of centered. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Because whatever. So, yeah, so funny thing is, the debate was not on television last night, last we checked. I checked pretty much everything up until we started getting into the digital cable channels, which are highly specified. So I went through the news channels, I went through the local channels, and I even went through the government channels, which are like C-SPAN and stuff. I couldn't find it at 8 o'clock. It's entirely possible it didn't air at the coast, so I have really not much to say, and The View didn't cover it this morning. Because well, maybe they did in the very first segment. I didn't turn it on till like 10:04. But yeah, I don't really have much on that. I know maybe someone was waiting for the fact that it happened Thursday night, so I talk about it on one take, but we didn't get to see that. We watched Stardust last night instead, and that's just, it was a movie. It had a plot. It was designed for kids, because that was a predictable plot. Anyways, so it was great, but it was still predictable. But it was great for like the younger kids that don't necessarily have, bajillion freaking movies underneath their belt already. I should get a protein shake going. So I've got my thing today with Raphael, and then we have the thing with Brad. So, yeah. Alright, gross. And so I'm bringing all the chips and stuff left over for that. Hopefully someone will eat them. I'll just abandon them there if I have to. I don't want them in this apartment. I tried them. They're great. They're good, but they're just not something I want to eat constantly. I'd much rather have hummus over and over and over. Says something about those chips. Why they didn't have a palak paneer. I wouldn't have tried I would have tried it. I just wouldn't have liked the palak paneer. I'm not. It's like I eat vegetables. I'm just not necessarily. Not every vegetable is number one. And spinach is like. So, anyways, noise. And we're done. I know, it's like yesterday's watching the thing I had up there. Because I figure it's better for me to have a protein early in the day. Because otherwise it's like a bunch of bread and carbs. Like, I have my yogurt, but I don't really know. The phone just turned off because it was idle for too long. Boop. So, again, I don't really know much of what I'm supposed to talk about. I've kind of been thinking about the idea of what a crush is. Because I may have been developing crushes, which is entirely fine. It's sort of like if your relationship is like, this is a really bad analogy, but it makes sense in the end. Don't take it so literally. Don't ass me all over it, please. A relationship is like a bank account. You can walk by all the windows you want. If you can be like whatever. And if you got a really full bank account, cool. Maybe you can afford to buy something every once in a while from the window. But if you don't have permission from your bank to buy stuff, maybe you shouldn't. You can still look in the window as long as you want and what, but. Some people have there's always, and I've realized what a crush is, and it's like it could just be one thing about a person. It could be their smile. It could be their body shape, for Christ's sake. It could be the way they stand. It's not like anything like their face, but their personality, and it's just something you're not really gonna get over. And there are other aspects. Hell, you could be one of those weird, well, I do it to an extent, I don't want to say they're weird, but you could be one of those people that crushes on people because they're in a relationship. That's actually pretty common now that I think about it, because at least Americans like to take things, or like to have things we can't have, so if someone's in a relationship, you view that as dire locked down one-on-one monogamy, and thus you want that thing even more. But anyway, I don't know. The camera just turned off again. That's probably signaling some time burp. I think it has a 2-minute timeout. But yeah, I don't know much more. Because there's a couple guys on Facebook that I'm kind of crushing on, and it's just based on their look. I've only actually talked to one of them in real life. They both live around here. But and there's some people that, you know, have just equal skill in an area and have a similar body shape, and I'm just not. So I can't figure out why I'm crushing on these guys, but I'm just gonna try not to let it get in my way of doing things I want to do. Not that I'm saying I'm gonna cheat on Aaron. I'm just, sometimes you have to have a business relationship with someone that you're crushing on, and you have to set it aside. Which is great. I'm not crushing on Raphael. No. Just letting you guys know, it's not there. It's other things. But I have to let, it's sort of like, you can crush on like the delivery boy and, or your cashier at a restaurant, and if they upsell you something, you'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. And you get the little dreamy look, but, you know, and that's what I have to watch, because I'm kind of gullible, especially when I'm in that dreamy state of like being around a crush. I don't know. What do you guys think of a crush is? I mean, is it toxic? Is it innocent? If it's kind of a mixture, if there's a limit to what happens when, what's your guys' limit? Mine is, you know, look, don't touch. And don't let it interfere with your, like, stuff if it's a business relationship. I mean, I know there's always, like, work crushes and stuff, but I don't know. I've actually never crushed on anyone that played WoW. For that reason, because I played WoW. I don't know, I'll catch you guys later. I have to get this thing up and going and get out to Raphael. And weekend stuff. What the hell's happening this weekend? Nothing. Maybe the Garlic Festival. Aaron and I might be going to a Garlic Festival. That's fun. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.